Hello, welcome to episode 90 of No Holds Barred Pod. That's Sal Dodgson over there.
And that, sporting his new merch t-shirt, is Don McGowan. Welcome, everybody. Hope you've had a good week.
Yes, absolutely. Welcome back.
Yeah. We've had a busy week, haven't we?
Yeah, we've had a hell of a week. I've been in Devon and Cornwall, and we've been recording and pumping out episodes left, right and centre.
I'm just stifling a yawn, just talking about it. Sorry, I've been normal for a couple of weeks and it's crucified me. I made a miscalculation the other day, well, a week or two ago, because I thought, you know what? If being exhausted is just my normal, I'll just push through it and it'll be fine because I forget things and then I forget that I can't do that. I have to weigh my cup evenly and not let it flow over, and I'm absolutely battered. So, yeah.
You got to make allowances, haven't you? Because you can't just
so
keep
much
going
so. Here's how battered I am.
Go on.
My very good friend rang me last night, and I lost my rag in a way that I've never lost my rag with her before. And we've gone head to. I mean, we come from very different backgrounds, and she's the hardest woman I've ever met in my life. And I've known UFC fighters, but she was an MMA fighter.
Oh, right.
She's incredible, but she's worked her teeth to the bone. She's raised 3 brilliant kids, the last of which has just been accepted to university. The other 2 have been through. She's just done great. All the time working for a fast food outlet, claiming universal credit. She's known me for years. She's known all the things I say and all my opinions because that's, you talk to your mates. And because of these protests / riots that have been happening, and it's all very sort of close to home for us, I was saying to her, it's just absolutely insane. And she was like, oh, but and I'm like, go on, what? Well, my mate works in the hospital and he sees them going in through the secret door, and his mum works for housing and she comes home crying because she has to put them ahead of regular people who she has to turn away. I'm like, okay, why do you think that they're the problem?
Yeah.
Well, because they're getting things we're not. Why do you think we're not getting things? And But then she's like, yeah, but if the government can't afford it, we should get priority over them. And I opened up. I'm surprised Will didn't come up, to be honest, because I just went,
really?
Are you fucking joking? Where were you 6 years ago when we were protesting with the enough is enough people? Where the fuck were you all then? I lost it, and I went, I'm not shouting at you personally, but you know how angry this shit gets me.
Yeah.
Oh, I know, but I'm not a racist. I said, I know you're not a racist, but you're not educated either, and I'm trying to explain it to you, and it's just going right over your head, and you're taking somebody else's non-evidential say-so over something they've witnessed a snapshot of, over the actual statistics and facts that I give you. Fuck off. Anyway, then we started talking about something else, but I've never lost my rag like that with her.
Yeah.
Or with a close friend. And I am now at the point where the fuck were you all like 5-6 years ago when we were campaigning?
Yeah.
Where were you all then?
This is, exactly. This is like the hyper kind of inclusion of people in politics that have never been in politics before, but they're being dragged into it on purpose by the right. Because they know it's easier to weaponize their...
But they were already involved the minute they had to start claiming universal credit because their profiteering companies that they work for are being subsidised by the government.
Yeah, but you know that. But a lot of people that are in that position
But I've been explaining that to her for years.
No, I know. I'm just so generally, there's a lot of people that don't understand it the way that you and I would, and it's difficult. But yeah, but that's
I said to her, they've got us like rats in a sack and they're shaking it every time you watch the news and listen to bullshit.
Exactly.
That's it.
All
Why do you think
design.
I do what I do?
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Well, no, there's never been a greater need for people that on our sort of platform and doing what we do. But yeah, it's fully by design the right of sort of drip feeding this kind of little tidbits of news into people's fake ears, and then because they're not 100% all over the stuff, they kind of go, oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. And then suddenly it starts going around their brain and you're like, okay, no.
But it's because I've been like telling her and telling her and telling her for years. I'm like, what am I? What's the point of me?
Yeah.
But that's how I used to get in my old life because people just didn't understand what I was saying to them and then called me stupid. And I'm like,
No, thank you.
You know, but it's just so frustrating. And that's,
It's hard. Yeah.
It's criminal what they're doing. Literally criminal, it should be.
Yeah, I've seen it in people that I know as well, and getting dragged off into that kind of ecosphere of kind of far right bullshit, because it's just easy. It's easy because, we've talked about it loads of time. Populism is like detail free, so you can just like hear the slogans and the top line headings of stuff and go, yeah, that'll do, I believe that. You don't have to dig any further.
And bearing in mind, she's saying to me, right, she's saying, Sal, I'm not a racist. The kids say I'm racist. I said, I know you're not a racist. And she says, two of my best mates at work are Palestinian and Iranian. And I'm like, I don't know where the disconnect is. I'm really struggling to find it here. It's baffling to me. But,
it's just repetitive lies in the media. It sinks in eventually, gets into people's heads. Yeah. Because if it's drilled into you by the Daily Mail and GB News and The Sun and the BBC now and Sky News, it's all mainstream stuff. It's drilled in. People are going to go, oh, well, it must be true. And it's really sad because obviously it isn't.
But Sandra, I tell you what was fascinating though. We went on to talk about other things, and she has another job. And I can't talk about it on here because of reasons. But if you want to come on to Patreon and join us, I'll be talking about it this week because the psychology of the underworld is fascinating, and I've got a lot of information on it now.
Well, there's a little tidbit. Yeah, join us on patreon.com/no holds barred pod if you want to join us for our weekly Teams chat and behind the scenes stuff that we can't or won't say on the podcast. Yeah, cool.
So that happened.
Just wanted to mention a little bit of admin stuff before we carry on. We've got a bit behind on our episodes because of technical stuff that is out of our hands.
Stupid technology.
Unfortunately, Riverside, who we use to record everything through, we've had a few glitches in our episodes, so they basically get sent to Riverside to repair, like they go in the garage, and we're behind. So we've got one that we recorded on Tuesday, which still hasn't come out yet. It's now Saturday, isn't it? What's the date? 13th. So we're staggering. We're getting stuff out as fast as we can. That being said, we put out 2 brilliant interview episodes last week. One with India Willoughby at the beginning of the week, and then a brilliant episode. We had a chat with Peter Core, didn't we?
Really good.
Who was awesome. Yeah, Peter was lovely to chat to as well. And that's out now on our sort of YouTube and everywhere else. But Peter is the founder and organizer of the National Rejoin March, which is occurring a week today, which Sal and I will both be at.
We'll be in London
next
this
week.
time next week.
Yeah, we will be next week. So sporting our fetching new merchandise, which is available at noholdsbarredpod.com/merch. If you want to go straight to the shop, there's loads of stuff on there now.
Racism is stupid t-shirt I've been wanting for years.
There's loads of cool things on there.
Short and to the point.
Yeah,
but you've done a great job stocking it up. So we've got mugs and all sorts,
and more stuff added soon. Mouse mats, stickers, artwork, all sorts coming up in the next few weeks as well. So loads of
and the colour pink.
Yes, and closer to our logo pink, not this slightly off pink.
I do like it. I've got earrings to match, so I'm not averse.
Yeah, it's nice. But actually, they're quite good, aren't they? The print quality's decent, and the t-shirts are quite nice. So So all good. Check out. We've done it, and Bob, who's one of our OG listeners, has bought a couple of shirts as well, I believe, off the merch store. So thanks, Bob. I hope you like them. Maybe send us a picture if you fancy it. Yeah. So
plug that.
Right, let's crack on because we've got a bit to get through, I think, haven't we? All sorts of bits and bobs again, haven't we?
Yeah, it's like there's been an explosion of. It's the same old stuff, but
yeah.
I mean, do you know what? Some good things have happened, and I just can't remember what they are now.
I couldn't tell you. I've only got bad news. Have they? Well, I mean,
they had for my list yesterday, but I've forgotten that now.
I saw Ryan Bridge get chased down a hill and turfed out of Brighton this afternoon. That counts.
Oh, I can't wait to watch that later. I've only seen Ferguson getting arrested at County Road, where it went off peacefully.
Yeah.
But the police let them march, and basically there'd be no fascism if it wasn't for police protection. That much I can tell you now.
Yeah.
But they've been outnumbered in every single city they marched in today.
Absolutely.
Every single city.
Oh,
So that's
yeah,
great.
The anti-fascist movements, all of them, stand up to racism, or every single anti-fash, anti-right, far-right stuff, have been out in force today and made them look like what they are, a tiny minority of idiots. So it's good news.
I just don't understand why. What are they marching for exactly?
Who, the
nutters?
Well,
They're marching for two drug dealers that had a fight. Is that what they're marching for? Because that's what happened in Belfast.
That's what happened in Belfast, yeah.
Career criminals were having at it.
Well, there's various factions, isn't there? There's Stop the Boats, Protect Our Women and Girls. They all have this bullshit on their T-shirts.
Yeah.
And then they're all fucking...
Stop. The Raise the Colours people are murderers now. Why was no one chanting that at them?
Billy Allison, with the guy from Raise the Colours, been charged with murder.
If they didn't exist, that man would still be alive. So...
Yeah, it's very true. Very true.
They're
and
murderers.
Ryan Bridge is still turning up at every bloody protest and getting his ass kicked and then chucked out again.
Where's his bail conditions?
I was going to say he's on bail as well. I mean, this is the thing, because you text me this morning about Ryan Ferguson getting nicked again. He gets nicked every single weekend, doesn't he?
I'm wondering if he's sponsored at this point.
Yeah, exactly. He's put a little sheet round all his mates saying, I'm going to get sponsored.
When I saw him getting nicked, it seemed like he tried to infiltrate the counter protest.
That's what happened. He walked into the... Yeah, he did that.
So why would you do that?
Well, there's a lot of people saying rumours on on Twitter about some of these characters actually actively working for the police, but I'm not sure. But not Ryan Ferguson. He's a Nazi. He's a proper fucking racist Nazi. But yeah, I don't know. He's just a troublemaker, isn't he? But it just...
why? I don't understand why they were sanctioned. Why are the police allowing this bullshit?
Yeah, I know.
It's not like they're trying to protest a genocide or something awful. They're protesting nonsense.
Yeah, they're not really protesting. They just want to cause trouble. They're like football hooligans, aren't they?
So why are the people who are supposed to be sensible letting them do it?
I don't know. I wrote on my notes, I said, I said Ryan Ferguson was nicked again. Policing in general is shocking. How come these criminals are allowed to walk the street? Because it's not just these that are getting nicked every week. Like, how many? I think there's 6 or 7 have been sent down from the Southampton riots a few weeks back. Thanks to young Bob.
I think.
But
no, it's more than that. 12 that got sent down were due to Bob's footage. 12. Right. So there were more than that. I think it was 22 or something.
Okay. But like a lot of them, it was reading out like their arrest records. They're like, oh, this guy's he's got like 17 arrests for assault. This guy's got 42 arrests for burglary.
They're all career criminals who've got
Why are they not in prison? Why are they not in jail already?
Well,
because the Conservatives destroyed our prison system, so there's nowhere to put them.
If we had a functioning mental health system...
Well, there's that, yeah.
As I was saying to my friend last night, half of the people she was telling me about would be locked up in a padded cell forever.
Yeah.
But they're not. Yeah. They're free to roam the streets.
Mm-hmm.
And some of them are like contract people.
Yeah.
And they're allowed to walk around and the police know who they are, but they have to let them get on with it. It's a madness to me because there's nowhere to put them. Because they want trouble on the streets to distract us from being occupied. Interestingly, and on topic, not half an hour ago on X, I saw a picture of Mark Rowley all smiling with Rabbi Shmuley.
Yeah.
So,
Mark Rowley's, there's something seriously wrong with him. Seriously, it's not even just that with him. There's something else with him there is that, definitely, but there's something else with him that doesn't sit right with me at all. I keep seeing he keeps picking fights with politicians, but obviously on the left. He's very much a right-winger, very political.
Oh, he's up to his eyes in Israel. Up to his eyes.
But yes, he is. You're right, absolutely. But he's involved with the right-winger politics as well, I think, and like he's keeping it under his hat. Police hat. But yeah, something not right with him. It doesn't work for me, Mark Rowley. Every time, and he seems to be getting more mouthy as well, like really mouthy every time I see him on telly. I don't know. That shouldn't be the role of the...
Why are the police protecting the fascists?
Yeah.
Did they do that in the 30s? I don't know.
Well, the Battle of Cable Street, the police were on the side of the fascists on that day.
Were they?
Yeah. The police were there on the side of the the fascists, the
I need to go and
the
look that
British
up.
Union of Fascists, Mosley's lot. The police were there to protect them.
Oh, so it's all the same fucking thing again then, isn't it? But they're jonesing for another Cable Street, aren't they? They're right.
Well, yeah, feels like it, doesn't it? It does. I'm just pleased. I'm not pleased at all because what happened in Belfast was horrible. There were pogroms, effectively, but
it was despicable.
I'm pleased that it didn't run on and spread. I'm really pleased about that. See, Tommy Robinson's his reach is much lower than it used to be. His reach is limited nowadays, I think. So I saw him today. He's absolutely off his head. I made a joke on Twitter saying, "Oh, that Russian cocaine must be stronger than what you used to," because he's punting out so much unhinged bullshit today. Desperate to incite violence.
It's insane.
Yeah. And he's in fucking Russia. Like, he's in Russia.
But not only is he in Russia, he's in Russia feeling safe as houses, thinking he's protected to the nth because he's got Putin behind him and he's got Israel behind him.
Yeah.
Who's going to touch him?
Well, this is a problem, isn't it? I mean, now, and as we were talking about...
up on whatever the fuck.
Yeah, exactly. So, we were just having a little chat before, weren't we, about... Oh, where's my link gone? There it is. About his Oxford Union debate. So, it's now... Yeah, so 17th of June, so it's next week, Tommy Robinson has been given the go-ahead. So he's got to come back to the UK, right, to do this Oxford Union debate on the 17th. But why is he not going to get arrested at Heathrow? When he walks out the gates of Heathrow, he should be in prison for inciting rioting, being a traitor... I don't know, whatever else you want to pin on him. He's a fucking criminal, a hard-nosed criminal now.
Yeah.
But no, he's going to...
ask yourself why they're not.
No, I know, and that's what I'm saying. I don't know why he's not going to be. So on the 17th of June, he's... So the Oxford Union debate is... The motion is... Oh, yeah, so the debate is that there should be a suspicion... The suspicion of Islam. We have the West is right to be suspicious of Islam. That's the debate, right? So the proposition, the speakers for the motion, Tommy Robinson, Lawrence Fox, and Jonathan Sakadotti, who apparently
rings a bell. Don't know
He's
why.
a Jewish fella. Yeah. He's a Spectator writer.
Yeah.
Big Tommy Robinson fanboy. But against the motion of why they should be suspicious of Islam is a person called Michael Doward, who's, I think, I'm not sure who he is, but also Jacob Rees-Mogg. So Jacob Rees-Mogg is standing up against the motion. And then Abdullah Al-Andalusi, so a Muslim scholar, I believe. Yeah. So it's very weird. But yeah, anyway, back to what we were talking about. Like, just Tommy Robinson really should be in handcuffs the second he walks through the door at Heathrow.
He should.
I don't see there's any reason why.
And the Filton Fours should be out on the street, but they're not. They've just been locked up with massive sentences.
Well, they have been charged under terrorism terrorism sentencing.
They were acquitted by 2 juries.
Yeah.
But the judge changed his mind. It's insane. It's the biggest miscarriage of justice, or the most audacious that I think there's ever been.
Yeah, it's a very strange ruling, and it was overruled, wasn't it, originally, the terrorism bit, and then it went ahead and it was deemed lawful, apparently, in the end, to charge them under terrorist offences. Yeah, it's very strange. Have you?
Just let me get my bookmarks open.
Because they've got the longest sentence was 7 years and 8 months, which was Samuel Corner, and he was criminal damage and GBH. So it's very long sentence for that. And in criminal damage, 5 years is too long for criminal damage.
Here we go. Jonathan Cook reports.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Breaking Justice Jeremy Johnson has ruled that the Filton Four will be sentenced as terrorists. even though 2 juries refused to convict them of violent charges of their efforts to disable an Israeli factory in the UK, making killer drones for use in Gaza. They were found guilty of minor charge of criminal damage. Judge Johnson kept the jury in the dark of his plans to sentence the 4 as terrorists. This is the first time in British legal history that anyone has been sentenced as a terrorist for damaging property. It's a very dark moment in an increasingly authoritarian Britain. Thousands of legal professionals complained about Johnson's clear abuses of legal procedures to help the government's case for prescribing Palestine Action as a terrorist group. Johnson has now proved that this was always a show trial. And the judge who according to Declassified, the judge who sentenced the Palestine activists as terrorists was previously paid to represent the interests of MI6 and the MOD.
Yeah. It doesn't surprise me at all. Yeah, it's a very horrible position to put them in, because criminal damage, as you say, I don't see how you could be a terrorist by damaging property. It just doesn't make any sense to me. They've not gone out to it. I know the one guy did hit the policewoman with a hammer, so obviously he needs to be. Not
deliberately though, didn't he? Do it when he was swinging back or something, or he hit
her twice, but I don't know. He hit her twice in the spine when she was on her hands and knees, apparently. So that's what I read.
I thought we debunked that.
I was reading about it today, and that's all I could find about it. I think the controversy about it comes with the sort of state of the injuries, because it said about the fractured spine, and I saw people
wasn't there a crack in her vertebrae that they couldn't.
That's what it was.
Confirm.
It was.
Yeah.
It was it was a minor crack in the vertebrae, but he struck police officer Sergeant Kate Evans with a sledgehammer twice, fracturing her spine. So, I know, yeah, you can't do that. But again, none of this should have been. None of this should be terrorist.
None of that is on camera.
No. But the big miscarriage is the terrorism bit of it. It's definitely, that's just such a load of bullshit. You shouldn't be criminal damage. You can't be a terrorist by smashing up bits of computers and stuff. So, I don't know.
Of people that are arming a genocide.
They are definitely Elbit Systems. Yeah, they're a weapon, a parts manufacturer for drones, aren't they? And also, I think they manufacture parts for the F-35s as well. But it's very, very the thing with it being a terrorist charge as well. They don't get out on half their sentence like normal criminals. They have to mandatorily.
They're going to appeal it, surely.
I assume they will, but they have to serve 3/4 of their sentence if you get charged onto terrorism offences, which is one of the sort of harsher bits of it. So, if you go to jail for anything else, if you're not under terrorism, you get out in half the time. So if you go down for 4, you get out
these rioters who are actually terrorists are getting half of those sentences.
Yeah.
And they will only serve half of that again.
They will, yeah.
And they're career criminals with massive records. These are just ordinary people. Trying to stop a genocide. It's insane to me.
It's really harsh. Really, really harsh. I feel really bad for them. Did you see that as soon as their van left the court, the
people lay down, didn't they?
100 of people lay in front of the road. But it's just it's sad. It is very, very sad.
They must have been prepared for it, because they know what
I assume so. Oh, yeah, definitely.
Which is why, because their lawyer went balls to the wall, didn't he? And he got held in a contempt of court charge that was absolutely unlawful.
Yeah. The whole thing's really dark. The government involvement in it's really dark. Because it's just a straight up case of criminal damage against, or what should be a straight up case of criminal damage against a business, nothing else.
A company, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So. Anyway, I hope they do get out. I hope they do appeal it and give it a go, because it's not really very fair for them not to be. So, talking of war, should we talk about what happened in the week with Keir Starmer's latest resignation, John Healy?
No. Al Carns went after him.
Sorry. Yeah, cabinet. Oh, no, Al Carns was cabinet minister. I'll come on to Al Carns in a minute, because he's a weird one. But John Healy resigned in the week because he was told how much money the Defence Department were going to get to spend in the forthcoming review, and it wasn't enough. And it was never going to be enough because there's no money to give him.
Everything's broken everywhere.
Yeah, exactly. So he went, nah, up with this I shall not put, and off he went. And everyone went, okay. Kind of like, apart from those in the right-wing media who had a fucking hissy fit meltdown. That's it, Starmer's gone, he's finished, he's out. I was listening to LBC in Devon, and on Sheila Fogarty's show, I was in the car, and she brought in Andrew Marr, Natasha Clark, the political editor, and Nick Ferrari, of all people. So there was 4 of them in the studio at like 1:30 on whatever day it was.
Not one expert
Wednesday.
amongst them.
No, well, Andrew Marr has for a very long time been a credible journalist, but he's lost the plot. He's fucking, yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's doolally now. It's Andrew Marr's predicted Keir Starmer's downfall now, I reckon, about 10 times. He said, that's it for Starmer, he's finished. And they were at it on Thursday. Absolutely. The 4 of them sounded like they were having a party. I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't have champagne on the go. That's it for Starmer, he's definitely gone this time. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. I was like, oh, God's sake. Anyway.
The irony, of course, it makes absolutely no odds to their lives whatsoever who's in charge.
No, of course not. And the thing is, if Starmer goes, nothing changes. That's the problem. Andy Burnham came out this week and said he'd cut welfare to provide defence spending.
Did he?
On Friday, yeah. He said, I'd quite happily cut welfare to support defence, because that's what you have to say at the moment to be popular.
No,
it's like...
No, it's not.
Well, it's just in their eyes, yeah. But there was a big thing on, I think I'll try and find it. It's in the link to it, saying the shine's come off Andy Burnham very, very quickly because he's made some. It
came off when he refused to call Gaza a genocide.
Yeah, that as well. Yeah, but the thing, there's just no one any different in the Labour Party. I don't see that would make a single shred of difference.
We found out. I can't remember if I told you in the last recording. We don't even know if it'll come out anyway, so I'll say it again.
It will come out eventually.
Did I mention that we found out who had Piker and Uyghur banned?
No, you haven't told me that.
Trevor Chin.
Was it now?
Who the fuck does he think he is?
Morgan McSweeney's back as well.
What?
You know that? He's back advising Starmer already.
Are you fucking joking?
I am not joking at all. He's back. He's been back for a week. See what I'm saying? Nothing makes a difference ever. This time in 3 months, Peter Mandelson will probably be back. I mean,
do you know what would make a difference? If I had an office to write a lot of letters and angry emails from, please add to our Patreon. I'm still trying to get to £400. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
See, I don't want to get angry yet because I haven't written the letters. I need to do the lobbying that I want to do properly, and then I'll sit here and fume about it. But until I've done it, I feel like I can't. I mean, I can, but you need to throw everything at the kitchen wall.
Yeah, for sure. So, like, let me just get my notes on this. But the whole defence spending thing, this is what I'm quite interested in, because they've talked about nothing else on the radio all week, obviously, because that's big news. The defence spending bill is supposed to come out. I think they've announced they're going to sort of publish it next week before the NATO summit. And it's going to be basically, I think John Healy wanted something like 28 billion for the Ministry of Defence, his department, and Keir Starmer said you can have 13-ish. About half. But all I've heard on the radio this week is like, oh, this is ridiculous. We need so much more money for defence. We need billions and billions and billions. We're in a war. And they're all very hawkish, these people that they bring out, because they want war. They like war. They're retired generals, or they're part of the army, or the military lobbyists, or whatever. I thought, well, there's the Ministry of Defence. I've got it written down here. Have got an absolute problem with wasting money. They've wasted tens of billions of pounds over the last 10 years on basically sort of armoured vehicles, nuclear infrastructure, F-35s, all these things they've ordered and then had to cancel but spent billions on. the Afghan data breach. Do you remember that came out last year or the year before, where the Ministry of Defence, someone at the Ministry of Defence leaked the names and details of all Afghan people that worked with our British services? That's going to cost £2 billion to compensate those people. The Ajax armoured vehicles said they spent £5.2 billion on these armoured vehicles. They haven't been delivered yet, and they think they're going to have to cancel it because they don't work.
What?
Yeah.
That surely is a money-back guarantee.
The equipment plan in 2023, the MOD's equipment plan was unaffordable, with forecast costs up £17 billion above budget. Nuclear infrastructure, £1.53 billion above budget. They spent $11 billion to date on F-35 fighter jets. I think they've had 2 delivered, and then the rest have had to cancel. It's just the MOD wastes money like water, so that you kind of see where Rachel Reeves is coming from. You go, we've given you lots of money, you've done fuck all with it. But then I was like, I had a quick look at what they've ordered and what, because we've barely got any ships in our Navy that work. I mean, this is quite well publicised.
I know, we've got like 3 or 5 or something.
Yeah, I think 4. Yeah, exactly. And on order, we've got 8, 13, 16, about 32 warships and submarines on order. Do you know how long it takes to build a warship? I didn't know this until...
I would imagine.
Average 12 years to build one ship.
Get out. Really?
Submarines, 13 years. The first expected new...
Oh, we are. I'm going to have to shut the curtain. Look at me.
Oh, it's very arty.
Just give me a second.
Right. Oh yeah, I was just ranting about warships. Yeah, so basically the earliest we've got
That's
for
mad.
all these
12
warships.
years.
All these warships, I think the earliest that are going to come online is 2032 to wait for the very first one. And all the other sort of 20 odd are going to be in the late 2030s. So under the Tories, as like everything else, the military was allowed to bring in all this money, order all these things, but actually achieve nothing. So everyone's been talking up Ben...
massive levels of mismanagement.
Yeah, exactly. So I was going to say, everyone's been talking up Ben Wallace as this amazing Secretary of Defence. Oh, he was brilliant. He was a soldier. But under his watch, he's let all our warships go to rack and ruin and not bring in new ones in time. So there is going to be a period in our history, possibly in 2 years' time, where we don't have any ships at all.
And we're an island.
Yes. And that isn't Labour's fault. That isn't Keir Starmer's fault. That's the Tories' fault. These things take 12 years. Who was in power 10 years ago? I mean, it's just... And this is what they're all saying. And John Healy's gone because he's not got enough money. But I kind of see the point. It's like, well, we've got all this shit in the can waiting to come online. What, we can't give you another £30 billion to throw at it for nothing. It's like, what's going to happen if we give you this 30 billion? It doesn't achieve anything. So I kind of see a little bit from the Rachel Reeves standpoint on this. It's very, very weird. And like all these army guys coming on the radio going, yes, we need new this, that, and the other. But they say, yeah, we do. But it's like HS2. It's going to happen in 20 years' time. It's not going to help us now. Nothing's going to help us now. So it's a very weird...
Do you know what? This explains so much. Years ago, I had a temp job in London.
Yeah.
And I was working for, I can't remember the name of the company, to be honest, but it was basically 2 blokes who were directors of this company and me.
Right.
Very occasionally, on this like plush office in Euston Road, very occasionally they'd have a meeting, somebody would come in, and sometimes we had an auditor that would come and work with us.
Yeah.
But they were basically the middlemen between the likes of P&O and who made the ships for P&O.
Oh, right.
And that was all they did. Very little work, if I'm honest. I've never been so bored in my life.
Yeah.
But
right.
yeah, they were broke. Yeah, they were brokers, but it was a weird one.
Yeah.
You needed to be in the office like 2 hours a week, if that. But that does explain why.
Yeah. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? If it's taking 10 years to build... I mean, I assume it doesn't take 10, 12 years to build a warship in, well, certainly not China, but I don't know how much I reckon the Americans could knock one out in less than 5 years. Sorry, not
I mean,
one out,
that's the
you know what I
point
mean?
where you build government shipbuilding yards, isn't it?
Yes, exactly. And there's Rosyth, but it's not enough. Again, the Tories destroyed our
Camel
shipbuilding.
Lairds.
Sorry?
Got Camel Lairds in Birkenhead still.
Oh,
They're
okay,
still
yeah.
going.
But Thatcher destroyed our shipbuilding industry a long time
Enjoyed
ago.
fucking everything.
So yeah, I mean, I just don't know how, how we can expect to anyone that's going to come into this. Dan Jarvis is coming as the Secretary of Defence now, hasn't he? And fine, whatever. But nothing ever changes with these resignations. And I don't think. Sorry, what's up?
No, I'm just checking Dan Jarvis because I think I might have just seen a picture of him on something else. Go on.
Yeah, I just don't think all these people that are calling for Keir Starmer to go. I saw Andrew Neil, obviously, claiming that Rachel Reeves was the most dangerous woman in the history of Britain. Like, oh, fuck off. Jesus Christ.
She's a proud crionist, so
she's not very good, but
no.
the most dangerous woman in the history of the country.
I mean, that's entirely untrue, isn't it? Because the Tories killed over 1.5 million people. So.
Well, yeah, true. So then Al Carns came out, old Square Jaw himself, didn't he? And he suddenly was doing more interviews than Nigel Farage has ever done. He's been on everything this week, hasn't he? And then he popped up in Makerfield with his arm around Andy Burnham. I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Now we see where you're going. So, yeah. Nobody really knew who Al Carns was until about 6 months ago, did they, really? He was just just this guy in the background in the Ministry of Defence. And then suddenly he's just pushed himself to the forefront of everything because, I'm an ex-soldier.
Resigning.
Yeah, I'm resigning and I'm a soldier, so I must know what I'm talking about. But he's a strange one.
A little bit of life experience. Well done.
Yeah.
He's still got a lot to learn.
But he's definitely on manoeuvres with Burnham. So I had an email in the week. Sorry, what?
No, I need to try and get up to Makerfield and shout at questions at people.
Yeah.
Not shout at people, obviously, that'd be terrible.
I'm not going to... I got an email in the week from someone who I won't name, but they're very interesting. They put a really interesting theory to me about how they think the right of the Labour Party are circling around Tony Blair and the Blairite factions again. And they're really, really trying to plot to bring Starmer down. And because they're more aligned to America, to the MAGA lot, than Starmer is. It's such a weird... But this email is a very long email. When I get her permission, I will write about it or speak about it properly. It's a really interesting theory. But, yeah. This...
Not one I like.
Sorry?
Not one I like.
No, it's quite horrible. It's quite dystopian and a bit...
Yeah.
A bit worrying, yeah, because Tony Blair is suddenly at the forefront of fucking everything again, in his board of peace and his Trump fluffing and his Middle East fluffing and all this shit. So it's a bit worrying.
Neoliberal psychopathy, man.
But Burnham's part of that, isn't he? So
it's not looking good at all.
He's going to win the election in Makerfield, I'm pretty certain. Like, he's way ahead in the polls, but. And I think Restore have well and truly fucked over Nigel Farage in that respect because they've taken about 8 or 9% now. Restore in Makerfield, which is quite funny.
Smashing.
Yeah, exactly.
That was brilliant.
Yeah,
him and his one-man band.
Yeah, there was about 200 or 300 of them in Makerfield this morning. There was a massive crowd of Restore people.
I saw that.
Yeah, I don't know if it was AI or not, but.
I checked it looked to be real, to be fair.
Or just perspective of 30 people making them look big.
Again, you see the stupidest people in society grouping themselves up and we're doing nothing.
Yeah, it's very true. No.
Round them up, put them in some sort of residential college.
Oh, I thought you were going to say engineer a sinkhole underneath them. But
no, I was trying to re-educate them, Don, because,
forced re-education.
A second chance.
No, I know, yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, Rupert Lowe
people.
said this morning that he categorically said he refused to work with Nigel Farage ever again, so that's quite good.
That's the music to our ears, isn't it?
Split that right vote. Yes, well done, Rupert. We like that.
Awesome.
Thank you very much. So, yeah, that's Labour. I don't know what else is going to happen with that, but we'll see next week. I think Starmer will just be there until the 2029. I'm almost certain of it. He's quite ruthless, Keir Starmer. If you fuck him over, he'll just...
He crucified Jeremy Corbyn on a...
Yeah, that's true. He did. Yeah, you're right.
The man's got no scruples.
No, he's very ruthless. I think he can claw his way out of any sort of situation. So
it's just baffling how you can be both ruthless and boring at the same time. That's quite the achievement, really, isn't
I was going to say, yeah, that's quite impressive. Yeah. So what else we got? What do you want to chat about next?
Just I'll mention that UFC Epstein is forecast to get pissed on tonight, and I'm here for it.
Is it tonight?
Yeah. Apparently he's going to chuck it down, and they've given no thought to putting a cover on it or anything, so it's going to be screwed.
So they can't do it, can they, really?
You can't fight on a wet floor.
No, exactly, yeah. You're just like you're slipping on your arse every 2 seconds now. You can't do that, can you? Yeah. Oh, well, that's funny. That's good. That's very
So it's going to be hilarious.
Pleasing.
I'm just disgusted. Everyone who's involved is now well across my red line. They can get to fuck.
I saw a brief thing on it, a clip. Is it Dana White? Is he the guy that organises it all? Yeah.
Dana White privilege, yeah.
Yeah, and one of the fighters was speaking, and Dana White said, "Oh, can we translate that, please?" And the guy was like, "You're speaking in English." And Dana White, "What?" He said, "It's Spanish, isn't it?" He said, "No, he's just speaking in English." He had a Spanish accent or something.
That's
Mexican or South American or something.
No, it's oh god, what's his fucking name? It's the knobhead who Paddy wants to fight.
Right.
He's Portuguese.
Oh, is he? Okay.
Oh, his name's just escaped. Sorry.
Yeah, but he was like, "Yeah, we need this translated," and they're going,
look it up
he's
now.
Speaking
it's going to piss
English.
me right off.
Yeah. Oh, that'll be a joy if that pisses it down then. Trump's birthday celebration to himself. Did you see Trump had put out a Truth Social about his reflecting pool the other day? And he'd obviously...
Oh, it was hilarious.
With him and Epstein in the reflection.
Ilya Tapora, that's who it will have been.
Oh, okay. Right, yeah.
Yeah.
He's Portuguese, is he? Yeah.
Where of Portuguese origin, yeah. I think he's like Georgian, born in Georgia, raised in Portugal, now lives in America or something.
Okay. Dana White thought he was speaking Spanish.
So Dana White's a fucking idiot. Dana White makes Joe Rogan look intellectual.
Right. It's Dana White. Did he come out of WWE wrestling? Did he come out of wrestling into UFC? I'm sure there used to be a guy in that, like when it was WWF wrestling, like the old Hulk Hogan days, like the old days. I'm sure there was someone called Dana White involved in that. But anyway.
I think he might have been. He was all up. He started the UFC with the Furtado brothers. They're not Fratelli brothers.
Oh, right.
Fratelli brothers. And yeah, it was their baby, and then they sold it to Zuffa for however many gabillions of dollars, and then Zuffa sold it to somebody else, and now he's just like the managing director. I don't think he's got a controlling interest anymore.
Fair enough.
But it's just all corporate bollocks that's
Well, you can see that
destroying a great sport.
Yeah, if it's going to the White House with Trump, it is bullshit.
I think it's how we should settle fights between countries should be settled by an MMA fight, I think.
Well, between the leaders or just between a selected person?
No, each country gets to pick their best MMA fighter.
Pick one, yeah.
Yeah, and whoever wins, yeah.
Yeah, war over. Yeah, nice. Did you see, I'm going to put a clip in a bit either here or in the end. I don't know how long it is. I think it might be a bit too long for the middle of the pod, but CNN put together a compilation of every time Trump announced a ceasefire with Iran. How many times do you think he's done it in the last 4 months or whatever? It's 100 days it's been.
Conservatively, I'm going to say 14.
39. 39 times?
Of course.
He's announced a ceasefire and then obviously not had one.
And there hasn't been actually one. So
no, not for a single second. Although there is apparently possibly a signing of some sort of agreement tomorrow in Pakistan, but we're obviously he's done it 39 times, so we're not holding our breath on that. But I did see that. Go on.
Your man on Instagram's predicting he's just going to collapse at some point because he's having that many mini strokes.
Oh yeah, you said that on the last pod. Which exactly.
Oh, that was his update that he's still having the mini strokes.
Another one?
At some point, he's just going to fall down.
Yeah. I assume so. I saw some picture of him in the week where he's got some. It looks like he's got calipers on his back of his legs under his trousers.
Could well be.
Yeah.
Could well be.
There's someone pointed out, like, if you look at, there's this line underneath his at the bottom of his trousers. It looks like maybe he's got calipers on his legs. So that would track.
Really is the man that won't die, isn't he?
Yeah. The turd that won't flush. Exactly. But sorry. But he is that, isn't he? Yeah, but JD Vance, did you see, took some pressure off him this week by being the most stupid in the White House? Did you see it? Do you know what I mean?
Oh, I'm not sure. I've seen something, but I don't know if it's the same thing.
He was in an interview this week and he was talking about the war in Iran and how they were going to end it with a ceasefire negotiation. And he said, if you look back in history, the most all the biggest conflicts, including World War II, were negotiated settlement. And obviously Twitter went, what? World War II? Do you mean when Hitler blew his brains out and America nuked Japan? That was a negotiated settlement, was it? You fucking idiot. They don't teach history in America, do they? I don't think so.
I've got to tell you, though, these people, the likes of JD Vance, they're just your next door neighbour who's thick as shit, but has got too much confidence. There's no difference between them, except that they've had that no knowledge and too much confidence, and they've gone and used it to make a lot of money. And now, because the people with a lot of money, people think they're to be respected and listened to. It's 100%. Baffling to me. But this is why we're in such a fucking mess.
That kind of segues perfectly into something else on my notes, leads into GB News, because GB News is 5 years old today, believe it or not. 5 years.
How much money has it lost in that time?
Oh, hundreds of millions. Paul Marshall doesn't care though, does he? He knows what he's doing. I can't remember what it was last year, but I think they lost something like £60 million. They're give or take every year since they've been operating.
In rubles.
Yeah, perhaps. But Beverly Turner. So this week too. There's a guy called Jim Dale who's a weather.
He's all right. Yeah,
he's brilliant.
And mutuals with Jim.
Yeah, same. And I've chatted to him on Twitter, but he used to go on GB News quite a lot, but he doesn't anymore. And he's what do you call it? Meteorologist. That's it. And climate
weather
scientist. Well, yeah, but with qualifications. But
I might message him actually and figure out what's going on. But go on.
Yeah, he used to be on GB News quite often talking about various things, but he's lost the plot with them now. Alex Armstrong, who's one of their young presenters, put out a tweet in the week calling for mass deportations, which he's now deleted the tweet.
He said get rid of everyone, didn't he?
Yeah, deport them all.
I went to jump on to reply and he blocked me.
Did he? I don't think he's blocked me.
Oh, no, I was already blocked. I don't know what for.
And then Beverly Turner was on in the week claiming that the riots didn't happen, and she said, I quote, I was acutely aware that this disorder would be used, just as Southport was, by the government to introduce more powers of control. So she thinks it was a government stitch-up, the riots in Belfast. What?
I saw her commenting saying, look, I was awake at something in the morning and we were getting through very sketchy bits. Yeah, you're not here. So how about you just shut the fuck up and piss off?
Yeah, she lives in Washington, D.C. now or somewhere, and she's in America all the time. I know, but she's so conspiracy theory laden now. She's gone off the deep end, but
she'll never get over not being Anthea, will she? And we're all paying the price. That's what that is.
The least of the two Turners. She's the most famous person that follows me on Twitter that I refuse to follow back. She's followed me on Twitter for about 2 years, and I will not follow her back.
No, good for you.
Yeah. But it's the same thing, isn't it, with JD Vance? It's exactly what you're just saying. These people with very little education, a load of confidence, and people go, yeah, you're the best. Off you go. And then they end up telling people that the Belfast riots didn't exist whilst reporting on them live on the fucking news channel. Yeah. Just mental. Yeah, it's crazy.
They'll get theirs one day. Promise you. That's how it works.
I hope so. Yeah. Zahir Yusuf was in America this week as well, wasn't he?
I actually did a good quip about that.
Did you?
Yeah, I retweeted the post he put out about being on Fox.
Yeah.
Like, cos pay to play politician going on cos pay to play news. How apt.
Yeah, nice. I, of course, can't quote or reply to Zai Yusuf because he's a snowflake and blocked me. But
I can't get him to block me for love nor money.
I know loads of people. I must be special, like that he blocked me. Because
you're dangerous, you.
Yeah, maybe.
Hey, don't forget, we've been vetoed by the entire party. We're very special.
That is true. That is true. Yeah, he was on Fox News talking about the riots and how we've got open borders and blah, blah, blah. Fuck off. The usual bullshit. Then I saw he was in, he was with, got to get his name right. The guy from the Heritage Foundation, the one that definitely sleeps with a full-size pillow of Margaret Thatcher in his bed, Niall Gardner.
Oh, God, yeah.
So J.D. Vance was with him as well in the Heritage. They're just trying to reconnect with MAGA. They're really trying hard to reconnect because they've split apart for a while. Now they're desperately trying to get that American connection back again. But, yeah. Oh, fuck yeah. Farage, the Nick Ferrari interview. Did you see or hear?
I haven't watched it yet because I just hate
Don't
him.
bother.
It makes me angry.
It's not worth it. He was talking.
Was he just sucking his cock?
Yeah, basically, it was a tummy tickle.
Yeah.
But he said to his listeners on the morning, because it came out on YouTube, he pre-recorded it, and it came out on YouTube after his show on, I think, Thursday, and I was listening to it on Thursday morning. And he said, it's not a political interview. I'm not going to be asking him about the £5 million or anything like that. It's about his favourite records and his favourite food.
Oh, is he making up for his Desert Island disc upset? Oh,
Exactly.
how sweet.
He's done his own Desert Island disc with Nick Ferrari.
Fuck off.
I know, it's absolutely madness.
Unbelievably pathetic.
It's just grim. Like, and the fact that Ferrari went on air and said, I'm not even going to ask him about the £5 million. Like,
I'm not going to be a journalist.
Exactly. What's the fucking point of you then? Off you fuck. I'll do your job for you if you want. If you don't want to do it. Yeah, very bad. Journalistic standards. And I saw yesterday.
We're going to have some serious words with Paul.
Yeah. Yeah. The FT put out a thing yesterday saying Nigel Farage is scaling back his public appearances due to the scrutiny over his donations. So he's
That's not news, is it?
No, but he's apparently announced this.
That seems like a weird announcement to make.
Doesn't it?
I'm hiding, just to let you all know.
He's in trouble, though. I think I'm pretty sure, I need to find out for definite, but I think the Parliamentary Standards Commissioner for Standards has asked for further information from Farage about his money.
Huh. What was that thing I sent you the other day? That was mad, was it?
What was
Tice
that?
being asked that Tice say it being... Oh, I'm going to have to...
about his taxes or something?
No. When Tice turned around and said, Nigel Farage can be the Minister of Defence.
Oh, that's right. He said, yeah, because you've got a spokesperson. What? Yeah, because that was part of the whole John Healy thing. Nick Ferrari was interviewing Nigel Farage in the LBC studios for his little cosy fireside chat as the news broke about Healy. So he asked him about that. And he said to Nigel Farage, you've got a spokesperson for the economy. You've got one for whatever Tice is. You haven't got one for defence. And he said, oh, no, I haven't. We're still a fledgling party, Farage said, or something like that. We're still learning. Yeah, exactly. You can't be both. And then
it was Tice, wasn't it?
But then Tice came out later and said, actually, Nigel Farage is our spokesperson for defence. This is after Farage had said we haven't got one. They're all over the fucking shop, those lots.
They're a joke.
Yeah, it is a joke. It's so disappointing though when you see people like mainstream media literally saying they're not going to ask questions. We're advertising that we're not going to challenge Nigel Farage anymore.
You see, I wouldn't necessarily call Ferrari mainstream. I don't think your man on the street necessarily knows.
He's on ITV all the time as well. He's on this morning. Yeah, him and Tom Swarbrick are on this morning all the time.
I didn't know about that.
No, they have them in all the time. Yeah.
And why have they not got balance from somebody on the left?
Because who cares about that shit?
Oh, fuck ITV as well.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Ferrari and Tom Swarbrick are all over this morning as well as doing their LBC gigs. Yeah.
I had no idea.
Mm.
Oh, that's so disappointing.
That is, isn't it? It is.
No wonder we're fucking struggling.
Yeah. Well, Trevor Phillips has been headhunted, hasn't he, to go over to CBS? Yeah.
fuck off and don't come back.
I know. I mean, that's...
With
I said...
stupid actions.
But I
But
said
the
that's
Americans
like
go,
a damning indictment of our kind of UK news media, because he's been cozying up to reform and the Tories for years, and he's at the anti-woke kind of bullshit that he
while
puts
being
out.
Peter Mandelson's best mate.
Yeah, best man.
Because politics don't matter to these people, really. It's
I think
just the job.
Mandelson was Trevor Phillips' best man at his wedding.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're best mates. But it kind of says a lot, because CBS in America, who he's going to, is run by Larry Ellison, who's big Trump... No, David Ellison, sorry, who's a big Trump buddy, who paid Trump £16 million to settle a lawsuit just because they're friends. And then they put in this person called Barry Weiss.
Oh, she's awful.
In to run CBS. And
raging
she was
cryonist.
Yeah, worked for the Israel Times and various other Washington Post and New York Times. Then she's more recently been like a kind of anti-woke podcaster. But she immediately took over CBS, ruined 60 Minutes by putting in this pro-Trump bias, and had... I can't remember the guy's name, but he was like their top anchor, and said that if you don't sort of be more pro-Trump, then you're leaving, and they sacked him immediately. Absolutely vanguard of the culture wars, and that's just because Trump and Ellison own CBS, and so...
Isn't Ellison in the Epstein files?
Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Hold on. Let's not get sued. Larry Ellison, part of the same family, is in the Epstein files. I'm unsure about David Ellison. Yes. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's what I meant.
Yeah. Big, yeah. But they also own Paramount, and they're trying to buy Warner Brothers. And the reason they're trying to buy Warner Brothers is because it owns CNN, so they can shut down CNN. So fucking corrupt Trump from Trump all the way down. But that's who Trevor Phillips is going to work for now, so good riddance. Off you fuck.
We need to build a few more spacecraft, don't we?
Yeah.
One won't suffice.
No, I know. You can touch base with Elon Musk, can't you? Because he's just floated SpaceX on the New York Stock Exchange. And
How do you reckon how long do you reckon they take to build?
Oh, well, he's blowing them up. Well, he's blowing them up regularly, so he can't take that long to build them, can they?
Yeah, good point.
So, so he's become a trillionaire this week.
On paper.
Trillionaire. Yeah, paper trillionaire, $1.3 trillion. Andrew
While
Neil...
poverty still exists.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a sickness.
I asked ChatGPT
fucking sickness.
What he could do with $1 trillion, and, you know, he could effectively end world hunger, poverty, famine, lack of water, everything. He could just click his fingers, gone.
But instead he's playing psychotic god.
He won't do a single thing for the human race whatsoever.
He literally killed people by going in and making the Doge cuts in America.
Yeah, exactly.
He's a mass murderer.
He did.
And a trillionaire.
And now he's bored and trying to incite civil unrest
on the
streets of the UK. Yeah.
This last week is the first time, I think it was Adam Bristow interviewing for the Canary, maybe in London, wherever he was. Started talking about, do you think a wealth cap would be a good idea? And I've been waiting my whole life to hear that conversation happen.
Who was he asking?
So we're starting to... He was just vox popping.
Oh, it was just... Oh, right, okay, cool.
But the conversation's being had now, and we need to do that a lot more.
Yeah. We can't have...
Because we need a wealth cap. It's making people sick, and it's creating an abundance of psychopaths.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why we're all suffering.
Yeah.
In many and various ways.
I saw Lewis Goodall went out and said...
Oh, my... Sorry,
what?
He's all over the place at the minute, that man.
he was saying similar to what you've just been saying about trillionaires and stuff. He said this causes a massive problem, really. You've got to think about this as a global term. Go on.
Yeah, but like I said to him on his tweet, you waited till the first official one came about to complain about it.
Yeah.
Because all he's done for his entire career is back them up, whether by sort of, by happenstance. But
yeah,
I've never heard him cry about it before.
No.
And it's been inevitable for a very long time.
True.
Why suddenly piping up, Lewis?
I know. He got into a really public bitch fight with Andrew Neil over it.
I saw that.
Yeah.
He needs to be on the spaceship, that prick.
Andrew Neil, oh yeah. But I'd put him very close to the nose of the rocket if I had my choice.
Yeah. Not by the burners.
Oh, maybe down the bottom, yeah. More like the hell end of things, yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't got anything else for this week. What have we been talking? How long are we on?
No. Oh, just over an hour.
Just over an hour.
We'll be
That's
alright.
quite good timing then. It's like we do this properly, professionally. The only one thing I wanted to say is David Hockney died this week, which is a really sad thing.
Oh, yeah.
David Hockney is one of the greatest artists ever to come out of the United Kingdom. I'm a big art person, and I love David Hockney's work. So, yeah, that was a sad thing to happen this week. So, but go and enjoy his art, because it's fucking. There's he's got a new exhibition coming out on the Tate Modern, I think.
It's his legacy, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. So, I'm going to try and get to see that in London. But other than that,
yeah, if you could just do the like, share, subscribe thing, please, we'd be ever so grateful. And we'll
come
see
and see
you
us
in a
in
few
London.
days.
Come and see us in
Oh
London
yeah,
a
if
week
you come
today.
into the Rejoin March, come and say hello. We'll have our t-shirts on.
Yeah, I might buy a different one. I don't know. I might buy a ball cap.
And if you go in, we'll be on the big screen with a little advert at some point.
Yes, we will. We've got to record that.
Yeah.
We've been very privileged to be allowed to put an advert for the podcast up on the big screen in Parliament Square, which is super exciting. So we're going to record that this week and send it off. And Sal and I have been given backstage access on the stage, so we're going to be up on the stage as well. That's very cool. Thanks to Peter Core for that. We really appreciate all that from him. So go and check out Peter's episode as well. Yeah, that'll do. Stop rambling. Right. Yep. Bye for now.
Take care, everyone. Bye.
We have major points of agreement. They want to make a deal. And we are very willing to make a deal.
Well, I think we're going to end it. I can't tell you for sure when they want to make a deal so badly. You have no idea how badly they want to make a deal.
They want to make a deal so badly. I do see a deal in Iran. We were very close to a deal.
I think it's close to over, yeah. I mean, I view it as very close to over.
It's looking very good that we're going to make a deal with Iran, and it's going to be a good deal. This process should go very quickly. We're going to end that war very quickly. They want to make a deal so badly. We think we're close to a deal, and that's okay. We're in the final throes of what will be a very, very good deal.
Today makes 39 times that he has said something like that.